Alright, round 1 here. We better mulligan this one. God, our deck is good. Guess we gotta go to 5. Alright, well, thankfully our deck is so good that we can even go to 5, and I'm still pretty happy with what we got. At least our opponent mulled to 5 too, that helps. The 4th land, do I want to keep a 4th land on top? That's a good question. We do have some 5-drops in here. I guess I'll keep it. I don't actually. That's interesting because. My opponent said god awful draws, and I'm like, at least we're both doing bad, you know? Nothing worse than you mulling to 5 when your opponent has to stay at whatever it is, 7. Alright, let's get the steward down here. Well, now I guess I'm more willing to cycle one of our deserts. Which is a reason to keep the desert on top, I guess. Marauding Bone Slasher. Alright, we've just got deserts for days, huh? Well, in that case... that's actually interesting. Well, we're going to play the Stalwart. And I guess we can play the... because we can start cycling these now. So let's just play the encampment, I guess? That's interesting. So it could double block. But I better not. Okay. Alright, let's cycle. Nice. Well. Guess we can exert. Play another one. And pass. Alright. Get a little card advantage. Well, we can smash back, so we'll take it. Another land. Alright, let's cycle this desert. Guess we tap the black. Prowler's a good draw. I can take that. So let's play the dunes now, I guess. Let's smash with these two little fellas. My opponent said, "Did you draft every desert?" Alright. Let's take the Prowler, get him down. And Turn pass. So now with Chefette Desert, we can do quite a bit. Could bash in for 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have Xaxes lethal almost. More than Xaxes lethal. Well, I guess we have Xaxes lethal. Alright, they're smashing. That's fine with me. I guess technically, well, no, we can do it, can't we? I see. 4, 8, 10, 12. We do have a lethal. We do. But they could have removal. They can also just eat something. I think with our vigilance guys, we just smash. We just smash. Sack the encampment. Okay, we can discard. Oh, they had plays for days. Well, that's too bad for us. They just had plays for days. Bummer. Bummer. Well, I guess we're gonna prevent some damage then. Oh, and then they get that. It makes me sad inside. It makes me super sad inside. Super shocked to lose this one. What can we do? God, that's so bad. That is so ugly and bad. So I can attack with Steward, and if they block with Sphinx, I can only play Cartouche or Stalwart. So I play Cartouche, and so I lose 2 of my guys. I'm left with a Warrior, and I have to deal with this. It seems horrifically bad. Horrifically bad. Okay, I guess we attack with the Warrior. Okay, so now we have to Cartouche the Eternal, I guess. I guess we do have lethal with the Chef-Ed Dunes. If they don't have any cycle or they don't have any follow-up play, no removal, no creature, no nothing. Well, that doesn't exactly work for us. Now I'm wondering if I need the 2/2 more than the 1/1 vigilance. Probably do if I have like overcome, which I can't even play anyway. Alright. So I do that. Sack, attack, I block. Bummer. Painful way to lose. Especially since we both mulled the 5 and I had lethal. And they basically, on a mull to 5, had double removal on a turn, which is just really painful, but that's what happened. You all saw it. It's no mystery. Saw exactly what happened. Our deck is so sick, too. God, our deck is nasty, and I feel like we just lost against something that's nothing insanely special. Alright, we're behind on time, so I might as well concede here. That was painful. Painful way to lose. Alright, let's go to game 2 and win, shall we? Because our deck is incredibly powerful. No reason we should ever lose. This is not good against the Sphinx. This is not good against Sphinx. I got nothing else, so let's just run it right back. I guess we could run this to save my guys, but we saw 1 unsummon, 1 Tormented Venom. Doesn't seem worth it. This is painful to keep too, because if we don't draw green, we're in trouble, but I think it is an actual keep. Because if we get any land, at least we can play the finish. And playing the Gustwalker is quite strong. And if we do get a green, this hand's amazing. If we don't, we're in some serious trouble. But I can't justify mulliganing this, because any land draw is still progressing us. And quite frankly, on a game when you mull a 5, the last thing you want to do in your game 2 is mulligan, I gotta say. Alright, perfect draw. So let's go, let's see. Hope Tinder would allow us to play the Gustwalker and the Stalwart on turn 3, which is actually pretty good. Let's do that. So we don't need to show the dunes just yet. So we can just eat that and then we don't even have to exert. That seems perfect. We'll put it on the flyer, I guess. So do we want to take our medicine and lose 3 here? We'll lose 3. Oh, well, we're drawing so hot that I don't know what to say. We're just drawing super hot. We don't even have to exert yet. Just beating in there. Oh no. I did not tap like a smart man. Guess that's the downside of playing your chef at Dunes. You gotta tap your mana in an intelligent way. Well, we can deal with an ominous Sphinx. I guess that's good news. Gravedigger getting back Aerial Guide. Okay. Devoted Cropmate. Well, that's pretty slick, actually. Oh, I should have used Dunes and attacked with everything. I think they would have died. I could have at least forced them to block in a bad way. Although they have unsummoned mana up, so maybe I need to be conscious of that. I'm not sure. It's not what I expected. Not sure why they took all that. No unsummoned, too. Interesting. Alright, they mulled it over and then conceded, so... Yeah, when we roll out like that... I mean, our opponent's deck does have some good stuff in it, but I just feel like we have so many goodies in here. There's so many good cards in our deck that we really should win. They have Gravedigger, they have Ominous Sphinx, they have Wandering Death. They have actually cards I like quite a bit, and I love that Torment of Venom. That card is fantastic removal. But our deck is just so good. We've just got so many good things in here. Alright, after a bit of a delay, our opponent is here. We've got to keep. Granted, we're going to have to likely pay a little bit of life. I think we still open with the Forest in case we draw a plane, so that way we don't have to pay our life. But this is definitely a keep, regardless of the fact that we have to likely pay 4 life. Hey, we'll gain 3 of it back. Alright, I think our opponent's with us now, so we're going to keep this hand. Opponent's keeping on the play. Another green mana, which is still okay. Like I said, I can handle paying some life if I must. Ruin Rat. Alright. That's acceptable too. Although it does sort of deal with our it does sort of deal with our stuff to our Unwavering Initiate at least, but that's okay. Let's play the Dunes here, get out the Gustwalker. We do have to pay some life for it, unfortunately, but that's okay. My opponent says, sorry, I'm dog sitting a 2-month-old Doberman and found a massive mess. Alright. Let's see what they got for a 3-drop here. Aerial Guide. Alright, that's a pretty good one. There's our Desert of the True. But I think we're just going to go Initiate, pay another life here. Do I want to offer the trade or just get in there? It's a reasonable question. Let's see. I think we just get in there and play the Initiate. Like I said, we'll gain it back with the Desert Soul. So, not the worst. If we must. If we have to. No play. So they probably have Torment of Venom, is my guess. There's our white mana we're looking for. So why don't we just attack. No Torment of Venom. Well, in that case, we're going to play the Elite. Let me make sure I didn't accidentally pay life there. There we go. Alright. If they do have the Torment of Venom, we can easily discard a forest, which is not too bad. Cycling. Wait a second. So what's the other thing you got? Okay. So they're just trying to tempo us right now. I can handle that. Because we got more damage on the table right now, and we can play this Desert's Hold for full value, and we're working towards this Chefette Dune. So we've got some important things coming up here. And I feel as though it's a bit greedy of them. It's not even a bit. It is greedy of them to attack with that Ruin Rat. Yeah, this was just very, very greedy on their part. And I like it. I like punishing greed. One of my favorite things. It's just punishing greed. Just taking that greed and just punishing it. It's so satisfying to punish greed. Gain that life. Get in for that 5 damage. This would so easily be rectified by my opponent if they had just left their rat back, but no. They decided they wanted to try and race. So now they're in pretty serious trouble. I mean, granted, they can still cycle things, but we're still looking pretty. Aerial Guide. And Bone Slasher that can't block. Very important to note there. Alright, we got the extra white mana. So we could technically sack our dunes here and get in for a bit more, but I think that we're just going to play the desert and then the... Well, we could actually cycle the desert. Because if we exert these... We do the rat. Well. Because I can still... Might actually make more sense to use the desert, to cycle the desert first. Because I still have another desert I can do the dunes with. Okay. So, I guess we are, in fact, exerting here. And then we play the elite pass. One card left in our opponent's hand. So next turn we don't even have to exert our elite, which is nice too. I think we'll just block here because our initiate can't get in anyway because of the stupid rat. So this actually gives us a little bit of leverage. And they left their dudes back to block, which does actually make sense. So let's just play the encampment and pass. How much mana do I have? 2, 5, 7. So I'm one short of initiate plus start to finish. So we'll just pass. We're going to have a lot of lethal guys next turn. Sure. Because next turn we can do, let's see, can we do this plus finish? I suppose we can. No attacks, alright. So we play the start. They have 3 blockers to our 5 attackers. So I might not even have to use finish. Which is also quite nice. Even of Enduring Hope too, jeez. I think we just do the nastiness here. Sack the dunes. Yes. Because I do actually want to cast finish if I have to. For some reason. And then we get in plus exert. My opponent said seems unnecessary. That's interesting of them to say, actually. I would think it's pretty necessary, not necessary, but fantastic. Now every single one of my creatures is lethal now. I don't see how that's unnecessary. Both of my warriors are lethal. Isn't that good? I mean, granted... No, this is correct. Like, if you have Torment of Venom... well, I guess you would do it before these guys got as huge as they are, but I don't think this is unnecessary at all. I have 5 lethal creatures right now. You have 3 blockers. Buffing my guy, I guess, because they've lost anyway. How could my opponent say that was unnecessary? If they had a Tormented Venom there and I didn't buff, well, like I said, they still would have had to do it. I think it was absolutely right how I did that. All right, let's go to game two. I'm glad we won that because, like I've been saying, our deck is absolutely bonkers. So let's see you in round two.